Thank you. What I'm going to show you here is I'm going to talk about citizen seismology. And citizen seismology is not only a way to collect data for seismologists in a cheap way, but it's also a way now to contribute to seismic risk reduction. And I'm going also to show you the key role that smartphones can play in this action. So the seismic risk reduction can be done through two different ways. First, by improving rapid situational awareness, so knowing what exactly is the impact of an earthquake within minutes of its occurrence. And the second way is by providing timely and geo-targeted information to the people who have just been affected by violent shaking to make sure that they do the right thing after the earthquake. Just to show you and to illustrate you how the smartphones have changed the way the people act. This is a video which shows the location of the people launching our app. The total duration is less than 10 minutes, and we had two felt earthquakes, one in Tajikistan, magnitude 7.2, which was felt at long distances, and 1 minute later, one in Chile. And you see that basically people feel the shaking and launch the app. The dots in Paris, it's me. But basically otherwise, you see that people have the app, they find the shaking, they feel the shaking, they want to know what happens, and they directly launch the app. And you can then map the felt area just by looking at who is launching the app within minutes of the earthquake. So what is this app? This app has been in use by approximately 200,000 people now. It is very simple. It has very simple color code, which provide an idea of the impact of an earthquake. It collects also geolocated pics, comments from the people. And we have replaced the traditional questionnaires to ask the people what is your felt experience by a number of thumbnails, cartoons, which describe the different shaking level and the different level of damage when there is damage. And it works very well, and it works at global scale. The first earthquake we had, damaging earthquake we had after the launch of the app was the Nepal earthquake in 2015. So the star represents the epicenter here. And we collected 1,000 testimonies, so we automatically convert the testimonies in a color code, so the reddish, the more damaging, the more damage you have. We collected more than 100 geolocated pics and many comments. And if you look just the aftershocks, 3 weeks later, 7.3, we even collected more testimonies, sorry. So these are pics that we have collected, and they were taken by the app. So that's not pics that you can find from media or other sources. They are taken directly by the people and shared with us. Just to give you a more recent example, the earthquake in Norcia, in Italy last October, we collected 2,300 testimonies, but what is absolutely incredible is how fast it is. So 70% of them were collected within 30 minutes, and it's always the case now. So you can have, that's what it shows. It shows that you can really have a good evaluation of the impact of an earthquake just by turning to the people and providing them the right information. So the second way to make risk reduction is to provide geo-targeted timely information. Thanks to the location of the people and to our knowledge of the epicenter, we know who has been subjected to very violent shaking. So now, if it is the case, you have a visual pop-up appearing on your screen which shows the do's and don'ts. So stay away from buildings, don't phone emergency services except if there are injured people, etc., etc. So just to conclude very rapidly, so basically we are now, smartphones are changing the way people behave during emergencies. Beyond citizen science, we can also help them living through crisis. We do believe, so it won't prevent any damage to any building to collapse, but it may provide risk reduction, so by avoiding inappropriate behavior. And even if it does not, there is a sentence that I love from Saatov and Everly, which says, better than any medication, we know, information treats anxiety during a crisis. And that's also something that we provide. Thanks.
Thank you.